It's time for Rogue Zero Show. I'm Mike Jenkins.
And I am Kareem West.
What's up? One episode left. We're at the end of Mandalorian, and I finally scored Grogu in a box.
This is not Grogu in a box. That's the Predator. That's literally the Predator.
It looks like Grogu. Look how tiny he is. He's got Grogu eyes.
No, he's not even green.
My friend at the Metropolitan Opera actually gave me this.
Nice. So you'll never.
I thought it looked like Grogu, but no, the Predator's not coming out of the box.
I know. He never takes anything out of the box
either. That's not true. I play Nintendo games. They come out.
You have no choice but to do that.
I am stuck there, but one episode left. The Mandalorian's been very epic. Mm-hmm. We've got Boba Fett back.
Yeah, doing his thing.
Are you loving it?
I am loving it.
Like how the Mandalorian calls him Fett by his last name. Because Boba's a Boba start the plane, but do you think when he was a kid, people called him Boba Fett? And that, before they got rid of bullying from the schools.
I mean, I guess if he was overweight, but I think the clones weren't overweight. They all seem like the same size, so no.
But it's a play on his name. Like true. Sometimes a giant guy they call tiny.
Yeah.
And a little guy you call Big Daddy or something, but
I guess.
Any plans for Christmas? Any Christmas plans?
Well, we were thinking about maybe going somewhere. I'm not sure yet.
Your wife always wants to go to Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, she got her passport renewed, so we'll see what happens. How about you?
What if you took her to Jakku?
That's not a real place. It's not a real
Can't you go to like Afghanistan and say Jakku? Or probably your wife, she'd be like, I want to go to Tatooine. And she'd be mad.
Is that a Spanish accent?
I don't know. It's not a Spanish accent.
A Costa Rican accent?
Your wife has a very cute voice, and I can't do it properly.
Neither can I. Except for when she's angry.
She doesn't even know what Jakku is. Does she watch any of it?
I try to force it on her sometimes, but she has no idea what's happening.
Force it on her sometimes, okay. that marriage is going to last.
It's not what I meant. So she's probably watching this going, what is he talking about?
Well, I have huge Christmas plans. I am going to Belle's Castle at Disney World.
Wow. To
have dinner with the plates and dishes. Be our guest. Be our guest.
That's pretty cool.
Don't bring Kareem West.
That's very good. That's very good. I see what you did there.
I finally watched Beauty and the Beast. I didn't know they were French. Very weird.
I haven't seen it in a minute. Yeah, I saw obviously the cartoon, but not the live action one. I didn't see it.
It's one of the few live actions that was good. Dumbo was a train wreck.
God, I didn't want to see that.
But I like the girl from Harry Potter playing Belle.
Okay.
And Gaston's great. He's like the big jock who terrorizes the town and wants to slay the beast. And they speak in French, and I have a ridiculous accent. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. I will taunt you again a second time.
Oh, God. You're really bad with accents.
Awful, right? That's why I don't do impersonations. Another cool thing about Boba Fett, we got to see Boba Fett whoop some ass.
That is true.
Which the last time we saw Boba Fett in a live-action film, he made a fool of himself at Jabba's, wild soiree on the sail barge. Yeah, and thinking back on it, I'm guessing he was probably extremely drunk or high on something. Because what else would you do? We're gonna murder this Jedi and his friend and their big walking dog Chewbacca. We're gonna throw him into a pit. Do you want to be sober for that? Like you kind of just go along with it. You're living there for free rent.
What I think happened is the Star Wars community loves Boba Fett so much that they felt like they had to redeem the character, so they try to make him more of a badass now. I think
we saw that. Yeah. And what I loved, he whipped butt with that gaffy stick. And when I was a little kid, the Sand People came with the gaffy stick toy. Mm-hmm. And I was always like, this guy's got a laser gun, this guy's got a laser sword. What is this piece of crap? And we saw him whipping it around. He blasted the stormtrooper in the head with it. His helmet exploded. He stabbed another one with it.
So I think that was just their walking stick, so they just happened to have it.
It was a killer, deadly weapon. You don't walk with it at all. And Luke's lucky. Luke's lucky they didn't ramrod him from behind with that thing.
I have that next to you. Where are you getting all these props from?
It's not a prop. This is we saw this in season 1. My Rooney Festival stick. But now it's a killer weapon, like the lightsaber. Like
every week you have a different prop. You just
Boba Fett walk the desert, beat people
with a stick. I used to have a teacher. He had a giant block of wood. He would bang it on the desk if you were talking or fell asleep. So that kind of reminds me of that.
His giant block of wood.
He called it the Board of Education.
He'd keep it in his pants.
What?
Block of wood.
It's not Catholic school.
Another huge surprise, our good friend Bill Burr, Mayfield, which is my favorite quarterback and Star Wars character now. Mayfield returned.
He did.
It was kind of a filler episode, as you call it, though. I love the humor. The action was great.
You see, they let him do his little comedy shtick a little bit there.
A little bit. It was the entire episode.
Yeah.
It was awesome. He's the most compelling character. I wish he didn't walk off in the end. He should have stayed with the gang, but who knows what's going to happen. But one thing... Mandalorian took off his helmet. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. I thought if they scanned your face, you had to be in the Empire, or was it they had no record of you?
That was weird. Yeah, so I think there might be some of the backstory that we need to get, because how could he? Yeah,
maybe he was in the Empire, or I was under the presumption Boba Fett, or Fett as you call him, Fennec, and the beefy hot muscle girl couldn't have their faces scanned because they have a record.
Correct.
Maybe you can just be like,
any person?
Hey, Empire, I'm a citizen of your wonderful empire. I'd like to use your internet machine to find Gus Freen. Can I scan my face? And if your face comes up, oh, he's a tax-paying, good, vaccinated, computer chip citizen. So you can use the machine.
So if I was a citizen, I should just be able to walk in and turn on their internet.
If that's what you think was happening, why else would it not?
I don't know. I feel like there's a little backstory there that we're going to find out.
And then it's like you spend your whole life trying to not show your face as a Mandalorian.
Take it off like
but then you go on Snapchat, have them scan your face with all your information, send it out everywhere. So now the entire universe has Mando's face. Maybe that's how they're going to get him out of the helmet to make Pedro happy.
Just the episodes in general. Like I don't really go in thinking, I wonder if this is going to happen or that or that. I'm just kind of go, let's entertain me.
Oh, aren't you so cool? I wonder about everything that's going to happen. Where's Maz Kanata? Where's Rey Palpatine?
Oh my goodness!
You know what you can get your wife for Christmas?
Oh, okay, I'm what you got for me?
Grogu nuts.
Those are literally just M&Ms.
Feed her Grogu nuts. Huh?
My wife does bake cakes, so she probably would take those and be very happy with it.
She would.
Yeah.
She's a good wife. Do you think Grogu likes Grogu nuts?
That's not Grogu. That is the Predator monster.
You have to have imagination, like Figment at Epcot. Imagination. A dream can be whatever we want it to be. Kareem, a dream.
Lightsaber as you are.
Get out of my home!
We're supposed to use two hands at the same time. Yeah, there you go. And I also have the high ground, even though you're taller on screen than I am.
I am from planet Marklar, and I have a big red rod.
I'm pretty sure that's a different show.
This is made of Beskar, and you can't break it. I'm Ahsoka Tano, and I have 2 lasers.
That's not a laser. That's just a random stick.
Don't break. I'm surprised. I got these batteries at the Dollar Tree. I'm surprised they still work.
You've never changed these ever?
Never. Your Schwartz is as big as mine!
What with the Schwartz?
May the Schwartz be with you! Ha ha!
There you go.
Yes! Laser Swords 2021! See you next year! God bless!
It's only weird if the tips touch.
Huh? Don't touch my tip then. I don't like it weird.
All right.